let's get into this mug. Yeah. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing some makeup playtime. Spoiler alert. Yeah. So if you want to see how we did this, keep on watching because it looks like this old 2016 makeup baddie still got it. Bye. Okay, let's just get right into it. Full glam. I think that's what I want to do today because let me tell you what I just picked up. I just picked up the colorfix stix from Danessa myricks, and when I literally went into Sephora yesterday, I didn't even think my location was going to be getting these, and I just stood there and swatched like, oh, are we like, what? Are we kidding? I don't even know if the camera's really doing it any justice, but like, these are so pretty. I swatched all of them. I'll insert the little video that I took. It's not a great video because it's in Sephora, but like, oh my God, it's the way that I literally want every single one of these little sticks, because like even the more like niche kind of colors that like I wouldn't typically wear, I was still like, oh my God, yeah, like that's so pretty. Like, oh my God, you're choking. So good. Anyway, so I just really wanted an excuse to play with these, and I also just finished filming like a little declutter video and like a makeup organization video. So I think now would be a really good time for me to like play around with some things that I've been saying I'm gonna play around with, but just like really have not had the time to. So we're gonna do that. So to start, I'm going to prime my face with the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Glow Serum. I have this in the shade Juice Boost. I did my skincare a few hours ago, so that's kind of why I'm priming. And again, we're doing like full glam. We're just doing all the layers of makeup. And you know what I should probably do? I should probably prep my lips with, actually, I don't want this because it's gonna stay sticky. We're gonna prep the lips with the Ole Henriksen Pout Preserve. This is creme brulee because I've been chewing my lips again and they're really dry, so there we go. The first thing that is kind of like a little bit of a test run, a little bit of a playfulness. As we know, like if you've seen my other videos, you've heard me talk about my House Labs foundation problem. So what we're going to do today is we're going to mix these two shades, because that's why I have the two. One's too light and then one's like too dark, too orangey. I don't really know anymore at this point. And I thought in my head that maybe using Dust by Phytosurgence might help neutralize, but I really don't know. So we're just gonna try. If it doesn't work, then I don't know. Okay, like I don't know. Vibes, I think, are gonna be like a brown smoky eye with the glitteries, and then we're gonna do like a super pink blush, I think would look really nice, and then probably just like a nude pink leaning lip. I think I really want to like lean into the pink. Normally I get a little bit afraid of pink on my face. I don't know why. I like pink eyeshadow on myself, but when it comes to like blush and lipsticks, I'm like, ugh, it freaks me out. I don't know why, but anyway, I think I'm gonna I'm thinking like we'll do like half pump, maybe full pump. I don't know what that was. And then we'll do another, maybe like, okay. So I have the House Labs foundation. I have it in 300 medium neutral and then 340 medium cool, but they follow like the MAC system where cool is actually warm. So I don't know why it's like that. I find that to be a little bit confusing. Like you can even see that right there's the 340. It's warm, like that's orangey. So I figure, and at least I have a neutral, so that'll help neutralize it. And then I figure if I mix just a wee teensy itty bitty bit of dust, that'll neutralize it even more. Just gonna take literally like, can you see that? Literally like that much. And hope for the best. Yeah, I think I need to add a little bit more dust. I'm just realizing it would have been really nice if I had like a reference point to show of like what the mix actually looks like if I didn't use dust, but just no, it's like way too orangey and warm, because I think I'm realizing that I'm like a golden neutral, which I don't know if my camera's showing that right now. I feel like it's really washing me out because of the sun. Anyway, so it's just too warm. I'm gonna pick up some of the extra product from my hand. If you're not familiar, dust, ooh. Okay, that's a problem. Okay, I definitely took too much of the lighter shade. So, my God, already we're off to a rough start. I think I just picked up too much dust. Anyway, if you're unfamiliar, dust is one of the blushes from Phytosurgeons. It's literally just gray, and they produced it as like a mixer to cool things down. So you can mix it into your foundations, you can mix it into like cream and liquid bronzers, just to kind of make things a little bit more cool. I will be right back. I'm going to take everything off and we're going to start over again. Because this is not giving what I wanted to give. And I think the first part of the problem is the lighter shade. I forgot that it's summer and I'm tan, so BRB. We're back. I just put the primer back on my face since I had to wipe my whole face off. So I have about this much dust from Phytosurgeons, and then we're going to take just 340 medium cool now, and I'm gonna do about like, it's almost a full pump, I think. So let's try this again. I think the dust shade also like lightened it a little bit, so that's also probably why it went so weird and light on me. Okay, and then also I put a clip in my hair to take my hair off of my face because that was bothering me. Oh, that is so much better. I really hope the camera like picked up the difference between like when I had the light shade mixed in to now, because this is actually, I think this just saved this foundation shade, and I think since it is a little bit light, I think this will actually be even better once it's the winter time. Oh my God. Jason, thank you so much. Not thank you because I bought it with my own money, but like thank you for just making that and really saving me with this foundation, because I thought for sure I was gonna have to throw out both bottles, but now just one. So yay. Perf. Okay, I'm a happy girl. I'm a happy girl. Next thing we're gonna put on is we're gonna put on some bronzer, and I think since we're doing full glam, I might as well pull out the powder bronzer too, right? So for bronzer, I think what we're going to do is we're going to use the Makeup by Mario bronzing serum, and I wear the shade medium dark. And this will also help bring back a little bit of my more tan complexion. And I think I'm gonna put just a touch right there. Bruh, I am washed out as soon as that sun goes away. So that's the Makeup by Mario, but I think I also want to add a layer of my Fenty Sunstalker bronzer. And I have it in the shade Caramel Cutie. This is probably not the order to do things. Like, I know you're supposed to do like all creams first and then powder, but like, I don't have a powder blush I want to use, I don't think. So we're gonna break the makeup rules. Low key, I feel like this bronzer might need to be retired soon. It's really old. I've had this since like, I think before I moved. So like, it's been 7 years since I've had this bronzer, and it has hard pan. I'm gonna try to take the hard pan off though with some tape, because apparently that works. And I'm also gonna take this Real Techniques brush. This is the setting brush. I don't really ever use it for setting. And I'm gonna take it. I'm just gonna like sculpt the inner part of my nose bridge there. I don't do like a full nose contour because I already have such a cute nose. I don't need to contour it. So I just want to add a little bit of depth there. Okay, I think we're looking pretty good so far. I should actually though probably next, we're gonna do the blush. Now, for the blush, I'm gonna use Ami Collet in Pink Cell. This is like a really bright pink color. It almost, like, it makes me think of Painted by Esther. You know how that, like, her blush technique is trending right now because she uses, like, a lot of blush, and just the way that she does makeup just looks so good. And honestly, like, me wanting to use this today, I'm kind of like, yeah, like I think that's kind of the vibe that I want to go for. But like, I haven't actually watched her do makeup, so I don't know if what I'm doing would be technically correct, but I just knew that I wanted to use this. So we're gonna put this on. I don't think I want to go straight to the face with the stick. I think I'm gonna take my brush and build the color that way. Wow. Okay, actually, let me tap off some of that excess. Now, I think we're gonna concentrate it here. This is like really scary to me because this is like a really bright blush. But I feel like it'll be one of those things that like by the end, once everything's powdered and everything is like melted together, I feel like it's a very trust the process kind of thing, you know? I do think I need to put just a little bit more on this side. I think this one has a little like touch more. I don't know, you guys. This is a little spooky. I do have a backup that I could like layer over top. This is the Nars blush in the shade Goulue. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but I imagine this is like discontinued. This is really old, and also it has talc. So for the under eye concealer, I'm gonna go in with the Yummy Skin Lift and Flex Concealer. I have the shade 9. And I'm just gonna put, I think, like, just a teensy amount right here. And maybe just like a little flick there. Where I have a round face, I don't know if I'm like fully subscribed to the idea of like a lifting and snatching. Like, I just feel like when you have a round face, you should really lean into the shape of your face. And in my case, that's round. So, but just to kind of like help with this blush situation, because I don't know, I'm not convinced just yet. I don't know. And actually, before I blend that out, I think I'm gonna put my brow gel. Where is it? For brow gel, I'm just using the Sephora Collection Fluff and Fix Brow Wax, which I do have a tube on backup, but I think I might try something else just because I feel like I run through this really quickly. I've already gone through 2 tubes and I bought it like, I'm gonna have to check the date and I'll put it on the screen, but I don't know, I just feel like I run through this really fast. And it did go up in price. It used to be $18, now it's $20.50, which is still really affordable, but I don't know. So we'll have to see, but I also don't really know how fast you go through brow gels, because I feel like when I had the ABH brow freeze gel, I barely was going through that, and then it like hardened, so it wasn't really working properly anymore. So I'm really unsure. So let me know like in the comments how long it normally takes you to finish a brow gel, and if like a tube every other month makes sense, because I don't know. And while that dries, now I'm gonna go back to the concealer. I feel like this concealer was like pretty controversial. I feel like a lot of people said that it's like the worst concealer ever, but then I've also seen like a lot of people really enjoy it. So like, I don't know, we'll see. If you can hear it, but my cat Cannoli is snoring right now because she's sleeping on the bed behind me. I left a sweater on the bed, I think like last winter, and she has just been using it as her bed. And it's a sweater that I do like. So I'm gonna have to figure out a way to get it cleaned up, but honestly at this point, like that's her bed now. Like, kind of made a sacrifice, but whatever. I mean, so far so good. I think we're looking okay so far. Can I tell you guys though, I feel like I haven't done like a full beat like this. I couldn't even begin to tell you the last time. I used to do a full beat, like, of course, 2016 era makeup. That was my jam. I'll see if I can find some pictures and I'll put some up from when I was, I think I first started doing like a heavy full beat when I was, how old would I have been? I think I was in grade 12. So I was like 17 is when I really started leaning in heavily to like a full beat. And I think that's also when I bought my first like luxury piece of makeup. I was so obsessed with Sephora. I would go in every single day before my shift. I even tried applying for a job, but unfortunately, like, I never got a call back, but that was like my dream gig at the time. And I remember like one of the managers that was working there, she's like, wait, didn't you apply? I was like, yeah. And she's like, and nobody interviewed you? I was like, no, girl. She's like, what the hell? I was like, yeah, I know. I'm gonna take a clean powder puff and I'm gonna put some loose powder on it to set the rest of my face. I'm using the Ami Colé translucent loose setting powder, and I picked up a lot. I'm just gonna like press it into my hand to kind of distribute it in the puff. I'm like not used to seeing my face matte like this. This is like weird. Okay, and now I think I will go in with that Nars blush maybe. I'll take my bronzer brush that I used. I'm just gonna knock off some of the product in my hand. feel like we're there. Okay, it's not so bad. I forgot I need to fill in the bottom part of my brows, and I think I'm gonna clean them up a little bit with concealer. Actually, I don't want to clean up under, well, I've never done it, so I don't think I'm gonna do it today. I don't want to do anything that's gonna like jeopardize too much with the makeup that we're doing, so we're just gonna leave it alone. I think, okay, so the brows are done. The base is done. Oh, no, it's not. What am I talking about? It's not actually done. We're gonna use, because I really need to pan it, like not pan it, but I just need to use it up. I have the Charlotte Tilbury. This is the airbrush powder, I think. I have this in the shade medium, and I'm just gonna apply this with my powder puff underneath my eyes. And always tapping off the excess powder on my hand. That way my under eye isn't getting like too cakey with powder. Perf. So now we're gonna get into the eyes. So I think we're going to use the Patrick Ta Major Dimension 3 palette. We're also going to use the danessa Myricks Colorfix sticks. I'm so excited to try these. So I'm gonna prime my eyelids first. I'm gonna use the About Face eyeshadow primer brush to make sure I'm like really blending it and getting it into all of the crevices. Okay, now I'm going to take my loose powder again, and I'm gonna just set the eyeshadow primer. I noticed the other day when I was just kind of like playing around a little bit that the eyeshadow primer, since it's sticky, duh, the eyeshadow likes to like skip a little bit. So I think I'm just gonna set it with some loose powder to kind of take away that stickiness. Oh, and I feel like I should also like have a disclaimer. I am in no way, shape, or form a pro when it comes to eyeshadow. I used to do eyeshadow all the time, but really the only thing I can do now is like a halo eye, and even then I feel like it just does not always work out. So like I would consider myself to be like an eyeshadow novice. So this isn't really like a tutorial, but just kind of like watch me work. I think what I want to do for the eyeshadow is I think I'm actually going to mix like both rows of the Patrick Ta Major Dimension 3 palette. The last time I did my makeup with just the warm row, it was a little bit too warm for my preference, I think. So I think like what I really want is I really want like this kind of cooler brown shade, and I think I will incorporate like these two shades here and then maybe like the black. So I think that's what we're gonna do, and I think it's gonna be a halo eye, but I think actually I don't know, I won't use the black. I will use that like cool tone brown to kind of cool down the look for sure and like add some depth. And I think everything else will be the warmer shades. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna like play around, see what happens. But I think I do want it to be like kind of like, I think I want it to be a halo eye. I'm gonna take this shade here. This one. This is going to sound really stupid of me, and I do apologize. I don't know how to read like the shade names. Like if I'm reading the palette, so obviously it's like left to right, right? So am I reading it the same way on the back of it? I'm going to assume. So in this case, I guess what I am going in with, I'd be going in with Classic. Next, I'm going to go in with Needed. I'm going to go in with this Sephora collection brush, and I think I'm gonna start dipping into, I think it's called Crucial. Okay, and now I think I'm gonna take this little smudging brush and I'm gonna go in with Fundamental. It's the like more gray shade there. And I'm really just going to concentrate this closer to my lash line, I think. Like, I kind of want this to be like a little bit grungy, a little bit smoky, but still like kind of pretty and like, you know, if that makes any sense. So I don't want it to be like too dark everywhere. Like, I don't know, do we see the vision here? This is just like a clean blending brush. Like, I think I'm cooking. I think we're cooking, but I don't know. I don't know if I said it in this video or if I said it in my declutter, but I low-key kind of regret getting this as like my neutral palette, like my mattes palette, because I feel like there's definitely some better ones on the market, but like just at the time I really was excited for Patrick Ta's makeup collection, and I just really wanted this palette when I got it, and I didn't really have anything, so I was like, oh my god, like I'm gonna get the Patrick Ta, hee hee hee. And now I'm kind of like, this was not really worth the money, I don't think. But alas, I'm gonna use it because I don't really wear eyeshadow all that much. And, ooh, what just happened there? And, I mean, for what I need it to do, it's doing the job. So I really can't complain. This eye, for some reason, and the way it takes to eyeshadow, it just doesn't want to. Like it grabs entirely too much. That's kind of annoying. I think we're good. I think this is kind of what I want. So now I'm gonna do the lower lash line before we get into like the glitter. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take brown Colfie pencil. My eyes are so sensitive and so watery. Ooh, so sensitive and so watery that like doing a lot with them, it just kind of like really irritates them, but like I don't really care. Doing eyeshadow is fun. Okay, so we're in the home stretch of the look. Now we get to do the fun stuff. Okay, so I did get duo number 5, so that's Astra and Cassiopeia. I'm gonna do the metallic. We're gonna run that like all kind of along here, and then I think I'm also gonna do it in the inner corner as well. And then we're gonna hit right in the center with the foil shade. So the metallic is the shade Cassiopeia. And if you do buy these, from what I've been seeing, you need to keep this little cap because this is gonna prevent it from drying out. The formula feels very wet and cooling. It's quite cool. And I think, where is it? Just to kind of help with the blend, I'm going to use this little flat brush. That way I can just like get it all in there, because apparently these do set like really fast. So I'm gonna wait, I should use my handheld. Oh yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. This is like, oof, so gorgeous. To be honest, I think it set down like immediately. I wonder if I can apply it directly on my brush, and then because I don't want it to be like harsh and not unblended. Oh my god, this is so beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna do the other eye now. So like definitely work one eye at a time, and just like understand that as soon as it's laid down, there's not really much you can do about it. But like that is beautiful. Oh my goodness. Once you like put it down, that's it. It's not going anywhere. So yeah, like be really careful. But this is so beautiful. Wait, I just remembered there was more I wanted to do on my lower lash line. Okay, let me lock in. Let me finish the lower lash line before we continue. I wanted to do like more smudginess. Oh my goodness. Now the other one we're gonna go in with is the foil. So apparently with like the metallics you can swipe, and then with the foils you want to tap. So we're gonna just do the tapping. Oh my god, this is just so okay, I'm so excited. This is so divalicious. Oh my god, bruh. Okay, now we're gonna do the inner corner, and I think the inner corner is going to be the other stick, but I think I'm going to take it on this little pencil brush, hopefully. Okay, it didn't really work the way that I wanted it to, but that's fine. I'm okay with that. So now I think I need to just quickly go over my blush on this side of my face. I feel like this side is a little bit more blush heavy than this side. So I'm just gonna quickly I'm going to set my face now before I go into like mascara and the lip. I think we're just gonna use Charlotte Tilbury. I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying home, so. And this also is a really good setting spray. I've just been finding that I do prefer, I think, the Fenty Beauty one anyway. I think the sprayer on the Fenty Beauty is actually better. It has a finer mist. For the mascara, of course, it's going to be the Charlotte Tilbury, the Exaggerize. So I'm just going to apply that and I will be right back. I wish I had a lash because I feel like this look really deserves like a really like cunty lash. But unfortunately, I'm not really a lash diva anymore. I do have some lashes, but I just don't have lash glue. So that will not be happening. We're gonna do the lip. I think we're gonna do a pouty blur. So I'm gonna take Umber. This is the Refi Blur Lip Liner. I really love this. I really love this lip liner. Like, I'm very impressed by this. I'm surprised more people, like, don't talk about it. Like, I don't think I've ever seen anybody talking about this lip liner, which just goes to show that, like, don't let virality kind of dictate what it is that you buy for yourself, because this is beautiful and it lasts really nicely throughout the day. Even if you're wearing like a lip balm, it doesn't really eat at the lip balm that much. Oh my god, I'm just like like, I feel so yeah, that's how I feel right now. Anyway, we're gonna go in with Nars. This is the Explicit lipstick and I have it in the shade Exposed. This is like my perfect nude. Oh yeah. Feel like we could hit it with a little bit more umber. Actually, no. I'm gonna hit it with a little bit of chestnut just for a touch of extra definition. I know seems redundant because I just went in with like a blurring lip liner, but like that just kind of helps add the pout. Just want like a touch of definition, just kind of like in my cupid's bow and in my lower lip. Oh Okay. I don't think I want a gloss. I feel like if I were to put a gloss on this, it would ruin it. Do I want to... add like a little bit of a... Yes, I do. Very much like a la Courtney Quarantine, but like not really, because they normally do it with like black or like a gray, but we're doing it with the Isamaya. This is in the shade Maca. And it just helped like add a little bit of a something, I think. But, ooh, oh my God, I really love this makeup. Y'all, like, can we just get into this for a second? It's actually criminal that I'm not going anywhere. We are so back. We are so back. This is literally what I needed. Like, this makeup playtime, this is exactly what I needed. My God. Like, okay, hold on. Let me go put in some earrings. Yeah. This eats. I really was not seeing... Oh my God. I'm like, I can't stop looking at myself in the mirror. I'm like... Okay, let me actually like talk to you guys for a second. I really didn't have a vision for this makeup look, so I'm actually like really impressed with how this turned out. I feel... This is that hot fire makeup. Well, that's the look. I've actually left speechless here. Yeah, guys, thank you so much for joining me in this makeup playtime. I'm gonna go take some pictures for the gram because everybody needs to see. Yeah, like, get into the material. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you thumbs up this video if you liked it. Clearly, I need to get into my makeup bag, like, for real, because like, I can't even look at myself right now. Well, I can, because I can't stop. What was I saying? Oh yeah, subscribe to my channel if you want to see more from me. Cause like, hello? Yeah. Anyway, thank you so much, you guys. It's been fun.